Well, some final checks from the officials. Well, Birmingham want to make this place a fortress, but they've not had things all their own way at home so far this season. Nottingham Forest arriving with an excellent away record. Can they upset the hosts by finding another 3 points on the road? A chance for McKenna to move forward early. Lindström just laying this off. Miyagawa. McKenna once more. Boyd Lochler for company. Amy Merrick's talking about dominating territory, and Birmingham City looking to start as they mean to go on. Tricky Sari, scorer of 2 goals in the reverse fixture. Dangerous looking cross. Just dealt with at the back post by Eberhead. Lily Crosswaith is going to look for the long throw. Sari just jogging across to the edge of the penalty area. Try and get a head on this. She darts away, Lindström with the flick. The referee spotted a push. Well, Keris Brown, another new face in the Nottingham Forest ranks today, having come in on loan from London City Lionesses. Won the division last season. Also a Nottingham Forest fan. There's a good atmosphere inside St Andrews. The home fans looking to encourage their side. We've had a couple of disappointing defeats here. Charlton and Southampton have come away with 3 points. It's one of the reasons why, at the moment, Birmingham City start the day 5 points off top spot. It's not just promotion they covet, it is the league title. That's why more significant investment has been made in January. Brown under pressure, and she's lost out here. Sari. Brown recovering the situation for a moment, but Holloway's taken over here. That's a ball in. On Chelsea corner on the edge of the area now, Miyagawa. Sari driving that into the back of Brown. Almquist shielding the ball well and drawing the foul. Well, Chelsea Cornet has a couple of goals in the last 3 games. If you're just joining us, confirmation of the lineups on your screen at the bottom here. Reminded just the one change for Birmingham City, but it is that significant one with Vilma Lindström starting for the very first time. There's Georgia Brome, the Forest captain. And he touched the ball or 2 for Emily Batty. Clean sheet last weekend against Sheffield United, her 3rd of the season. Almquist trying to wriggle away from the attentions of a couple in blue. She's done extremely well. Here's Brown. Rose. Here's a good one as well. Boyd Lochler making a run, and Brown just losing that under her feet. Well, these are both sides that like to dominate the ball, they like to build from the back. Harry trying the direct route this time. Lotta Lindström has strayed just beyond the line. Well, Forest's backline doing its job. The offside trap was working there, but just a warning sign from Lotte Lindström. We'll keep the defence honest by threatening that run in behind. Rose claiming the foul and winning it. Holloway will have to move back into the left-back position. Been deemed the offender there. Holloway, a player who's barely missed a minute this season. Boytelorka. Laidhammer with the interception here. Couldn't move beyond head. It's good work from Cornet. Trying to drill it beyond Brown. And she was caught after trying to play the pass. No advantage to Birmingham City, so they'll have the free kick instead. There's Neve Heaven. Holloway. Another play from Rose. Amy Merrick's describing that win for Birmingham at Portsmouth last week as a good one, particularly in difficult conditions. He dominated the game pretty much from start to finish. Sarri couldn't find a way through. Laidhammer being forced backwards here. Cook. And now McKenna. Heron. Brown's been heavily involved in the opening stages. Sarri winning it back here for Birmingham City. Meagauer offering the ball short, but it's gone to McKenna instead. Birmingham with the lion's share of possession so far. Holloway just showing a little bit too much of the ball there to Brown, who made sure progress was stopped at that point. Well, Carly Davis has been frustrated by the home form, but it was a home win last weekend for Nottingham Forest. Certainly not been frustrated with what they've been able to do on the roads. 10 points they've picked up on their travels already. Victories at Bristol City, at Southampton, at Ipswich as well. And Mewa going to make a nuisance of herself. It's cleared over the top for Lindström to chase. Taking this a little wide, support arriving. Laidhammer in the box now. Lindström going it alone. And then firing it just behind Laidhammer, who'd advanced. Well, she certainly looked a threat in behind as the Finn. Well, it's one of several games going on at the moment in WSL 2, and Newcastle in the lead over Ipswich. As Sarri tries to feed it down the line. And that'll be a Forest ball. The WSL 2 table is one that is particularly fluid. Charlton at the top are going to take some catching. Now gone a calendar year unbeaten in the league. Crystal Palace making their move as well. 5 wins in a row now, including that big win over Birmingham before Christmas. Well, the whistle's gone here. Nottingham Forest with the set piece. Well, Shannon Cook has gone in the book as well. So the 3rd booking of the season. It's the first chance for Nottingham Forest to send the ball towards Birmingham territory. It's a high one. Heron away. Rowe. Well, just lifting it over the head of Rodgers. Well, I beg your pardon, it appears it was Chelsea Cornet who was put in the book. And immediately calls for another yellow card. Onquist this time. He's the first one to be walking the tightrope in a Nottingham Forest shirt. It's just her 2nd WSL 2 start since joining Premier Garden last summer. Has been fighting her way back into the team, getting used to the pace of English football. Well, Sarri and Lindström, the dead ball specialists here. Lindström stepping over it, leaving it for Sarri. Miyagawa. Just about shielded out of play. As Crossweight was trying to influence the situation. A training ground move that didn't quite pay off for Birmingham City. It's Amy Merrick's side who've been asking most of the questions in the opening 12 minutes or so. More business done in January. She was saying if anyone didn't take our ambitions seriously, I hope they really do after this window. Birmingham City talking about big things, not just getting back into WSL, but much beyond that. They want to be competing right at the top of the women's game. Well, that looks a painful one as Deanne Rose thwacked the advertising hoardings there. Well, she didn't give up on the situation, and hopefully that's not cost her. Seems okay, but this was nicely painful. Well, the Canadian international is back on her feet. Back in the game. Laid hammer. Now Crossway. Plenty of green grass to run into here. And through the middle of a couple of players too. Here's Sarri. And Birmingham just having their pockets picked there. Cornet unable to take the strike. Deanne Rose unable to keep possession. Well, it's been a fiercely competitive opening 15 minutes or so. That one just too long for Sarri, who acknowledges the idea of not quite the execution there. One of the big focuses for Birmingham City is keeping more clean sheets. Particularly at home, just the one of them so far that came against Durham earlier in the season. Forest looking to advance. We haven't been able to see too much of Joy Mawer just yet. But the club say her incredible goal-scoring prowess speaks for itself. If she gets a chance, there's a very good likelihood that she will take it. Rogers fighting for possession, but Birmingham kept hold of it. Heron going long. This will drop for Rogers. Now head. Boychlorka. Rogers losing out there in the middle. Laidhammer. Sorry, making the run. Crossway with support. Miyagawa and Crossway. Is there room for the cross? Aberhead standing up to the task. And McKenna being forced backwards. Extremely well to keep that in play. Sarri. Brown with the challenge, and a fair one. She's continued her run here. Heron on the cover. And here's Holloway. It's Lindström and Holloway combining. Now Laidhammer. It's a good run, this. And the cross had the sting taken out of it as Holloway tried to move it into the middle. And Emily Batty was able to catch it. Well, it's a big day for Birmingham in terms of staying in touch with the leaders, but also for Nottingham Forest too. This weekend and next, they're taking on the top two. The visit of Charlton coming up. Lindström away from Brome, and Sarri deflected and wide. Well, another good Birmingham City move. And the tricky Sarri taking on the strike and coming as close as anyone has in a Birmingham City shirt so far this afternoon. It was Rogers who was in the way. He blocked sufficient to take it away from goal. Sarri's come across to take the corner. Looking plenty busy at the back post. Here come the runners now. Cornets. And safely gathered by Batty. Mawer couldn't quite capture that. I've spoken about Birmingham City's ambition, but Nottingham Forest, big ideas of their own. And Mawer in the way there, as Franch tried to clear and just had to try and get something quickly towards goal. In the end, couldn't quite execute it. A little sloppiness at the back for Birmingham City as Forest tried to pounce. Carly Davis' side have weathered what Birmingham have been able to throw at them so far. No foul as play continues. Lorca winning it back for Forest. Getting it back here. And they were calling for it. It's gone to Rowe. And they were still waiting in the middle. Lundqvist laying it off and getting it back here from Rowe. I was trying to build some pressure and find a chance of their own in this first half. Lundqvist shown away from goal. And Birmingham have won the free kick as well. And Lindström among those to bring the applause. It's fine defensive work. Lindström. Lots of space to advance into here. And Sarri up against Brown. Sarri across and in! Well, it seemed to take a deflection on its way through to deceive Batty. But just as at the City Ground, Vitricky Sarri is on the score sheet. Birmingham City strike first. And Vitricky Sarri has 11th goal of the campaign. Well, they've been threatening Birmingham City, but ironically the goal comes just as Nottingham Forest were starting to show themselves going forward. At Lindström for Sarri here. And it is a cross. Was it on target? May well not have been. The deflection taking it goalwards and into the back of the Forest net. It's been credited to Georgia Bro. He's the unfortunate party. Georgia Bro has happier memories here. One of the London City Lionesses' title-winning campaign. A sequence that ended here at St Andrews on the final day of last season. Without a moment to forget, as Sarri comes forward now. Crossway, just behind Miyagawa. And Mustaki can tidy up. He's crosswayed again. Birmingham looking to press home the advantage. McKenna. Forest to come away with it. Here's Rowe. And Lindström this time committing the foul. Perhaps just a little warning from the referee there. You'd fancy that Lindström won't be able to get away with one of those challenges again. I might have already had two players booked in this first half of the first half, if you like. Forest trying to put pressure on the ball, and they forced the error here. Brown. Rogers. Brown continued her run here. And it's a super challenge coming in from Niamh Heron. Mustaki at the back for Forest. Now Head can come forward. Lorca. Rogers. Forest looking for a quick response. Crosses a high one. And Rose, under a spell, having to lay it back, looking for Rowe. It's come for Keris Brown instead. And there's her cross. And French is able to come and claim. Rome. Is Amy Rogers. And they were coming short and looking for work. Mustaki had hit an ambitious ball there. Hammer trying to fight in the middle. And they will be beaten to that by French. Heron. Sarri, it's a nice touch. Hitting late hammer. And slipping it through here for Holloway. Another dangerous moment. And put behind by Georgia Brome. They are finding ways through the Forest backline. That inside left channel for Birmingham City is looking like a fruitful area of the pitch. What can they do from a set piece? That well by Boy Clarker. Sarri. And just onto the top of the net. Deflected on its way. Well, Sarri may have a goal to her name. It may well have gone down as an own goal. This one would have been hers had it just drifted underneath the crossbar. Another decent delivery. And is this going to be forced on the line? No. And over the top as well, the header from Miyagawa. Well, they are going close, Birmingham. The second would be very welcome. As the home side trying to assert more dominance. This was very nearly two. And the follow-up header over the top. Well, some desperate defending at the back for Forest. Birmingham City trying to turn the screw, but they've turned the ball out of play. Here's Mustaki. Won this division a couple of years ago with Bristol City. Byron being put under pressure by Lotta Lindström. Here's Mustaki. Didn't have the picture in front of her she wanted, so back we go. Now Deanne Rose, after Holloway couldn't get enough power on the header, Rose. And Maywa. Just wide. My first shot in anger from her. Half an hour into the game. She's not had an awful lot of service just yet. But Rose did well to play the ball into her path. The avenue to goal was a narrow one. Just past the post from Joy Maywa. Corner. Crossway. That's lovely work. McKenna and Boyhlauker in a fierce competition here. Maywa. You can see the efforts on goal in the top of your picture. 8-2 in Birmingham's favour. Just the one effort on target. Debatable whether that was actually the goal. Well, Crystal Palace came into the weekend having won 5 in a row, but they're 2 down at Southampton. Yeah, Nottingham Forest trying to plot a path back to parity. It's a nice ball for Rose. And advancing with purpose here, Forest. Amewa in the box now. Brown out for Rose again. Plenty waiting for the cross if Rose can deliver it. Trying to get around Sarri. And Franch is able to come and claim. And look to set Birmingham on the breakaway. Crossway wanted support and be content to just roll this back into the defence. Cornet looking forward now. Laid hammer. Trying to slip it through for Sarri, but Roger Brown was alert to that. Holloway. Lindström back to Holloway. Turning away from Rodgers. Laid hammer. Sarri couldn't quite get there with the first touch, and Rodgers trying to win the goal kick, but hasn't succeeded in doing so. 10 minutes to the break, and Birmingham will have another corner. Well, again, Birmingham City are loading bodies at the back post. And the corner goes deep. It's a strong header. Rowe trying to smother it clear. Mustaki onwards. Now Maywa. Deanne Rose is making the run. And met firmly by McKenna. It's a nice ball. Almquist on the chase here. And McKenna immediately raised her hand. She was caught after the clearance and appears to have been a fair bit of discomfort. Tuve Almquist has come across to make sure McKenna's okay. It was a 50-50 challenge, and it was McKenna who came off on the wrong side of it. The result of all that is a Forest throw. Miyagawa is taking that away from Amewa. Shannon Cook out wide now. Birmingham have been dispossessed. Rose looking for options. Almost found Rowe. Well, they are still asking questions, Nottingham Forest. They feel like they're one pass away from finding a genuine chance. The threat is certainly there for Birmingham City, but at the moment this is what is dividing the two sides. Georgia Brome perhaps won't thank us for showing us the replay. But here's what happened. Laidhammer putting this through for Vitriki Sari. And as Brome tried to get back here, it doesn't seem like the ball was on target before it touched the toes of Brome. Brome. And Herron was too firmly into the back there of Almquist. Well, yellow cards come out here for Lotte Lindström. Confirmation that it's Lindström who's gone in the book. Joining Chelsea Cornet in having her name taken in this first half. Rogers just working this wide and getting it back. Giving it once more to Head. Miyagawa, immediately as the ball went into the Birmingham half, putting in the challenge. Birmingham waiting for their moment to press the trigger and start to put the ball under pressure. Harris Brown. Nice give and go. Just beyond Sari. He's trying to get back quickly here. Boyklorka, who's come to this right-hand side. Two to beat to get the ball into the box. Heron meeting it. Brown trying to keep this alive for Forest. And Sarri can't keep it in play. It'll be a Forest throw. Away by Holloway. Only as far as Mustaki. And Forest built some momentum in the final 5 minutes of this first half. This shows something of the balance of the game. Forest have had a fair bit of the ball, but in areas like this, in terms of attacking zip, it's been Birmingham City who've created the better of the openings and got the opening goal. Bro. Mustaki can carry this. Into the channel it goes. Keris Brown, who's got through an awful lot of running, is being asked to go again. Miyagawa just a little wayward with the pass and has conceded a cheap throw-in. Now Boyhlorka onside here as the cross is whipped in. Falls for Rowe, can she get the strike away? And more good defensive work from Birmingham City and they counter with Crossway. Showing a clean pair of heels there. And Forest just about dealing with the initial danger, but more will come. Sarri. Again up against Brown. Sarri into the shins of Brome. Boyhlorka trying to release Rose. Heron with the clearance. Almquist winning the header. Joy Maywer. And now Rose. Driving forward. Flashing it across. Well, can anyone in a Forest shirt get a strike on this? An almighty scramble. Well, how's the referee going to sort this out? Well, the decision's gone Birmingham's way. It was Niamh Heron at the bottom of that heap. Rose showing plenty of desire to get forward. And then with Heron on the ground, well, the referee has decided she was impeded by Almquist. Just another warning for Birmingham City that this is nowhere near done. Ipswich with the goal back at Newcastle. Ipswich who are now within 4 points of Portsmouth and Durham, starting the day bottom. Maywer driving forward here, Maywer and powering home. Her first goal in English football, a vital equaliser as Nottingham Forest draw level just before the break. And that changes the Carly Davis team talk. Joya Mawer has not taken long to open her Nottingham Forest account. She's scored plenty of goals wherever she's been. And Heron here just couldn't match her. And Franch, despite being in front of the ball and getting some contact on it, could not keep it out. The ferocity of the shot, making sure of that. And just before the break, it is all square. Well, that's brilliant work from Amewa. The header from Cook falling into her path. And it was all about the power of the finish. It proved unstoppable. Well, that is that for the first half. A first half in which Birmingham City had the better chances for a large part of it, but Nottingham Forest stayed in the game and got their reward just before the break. Joy Amewa with the equaliser on the stroke of half-time. A powerful finish on debut, showing just why Nottingham Forest was so keen to get hold of her in January. Carly Davis can be very pleased with the way her side have responded after that Georgia Brown own goal midway through the first half. So at the break, all square. Birmingham City 1, Nottingham Forest 1. For that equaliser, wonder whether she has an injury issue that might have been a factor in that. So Martha Harris has taken up a position at right back. And just confirmation of the changes for both sides at the top of your screen there. Well, they're the league's top scorers, Birmingham City. They have plenty of goals in them. Nottingham Forest have proven worthy adversaries this afternoon and will have designs on 3 points of their own. McKenna taking up the position as it's vacated by Niamh Heron in this second half. A strong sliding challenge coming in, but it's Forest who come away with it in the shape of Almquist. Boy Clark just couldn't quite get that in her grasp. So Martha Harris, in her 4th season with the club, has seen it progress firsthand from the training ground being basically just a shed at the end of the field to the top quality facilities that Birmingham now possess. Sarri. That's a decent ball! And Birmingham City back in front in a flash. Laidhammer with the goal, the record signing with 2 in 2. And Amy Merrick's side did not take long to re-establish their authority this afternoon. Sarri's delivery was perfect. And Laidhammer had a relatively simple task to nod it home. Sarri here, driving to the byline, standing up the cross, which was over the head of Batty, but not over Vilma Laidhammer. Well, the record signing is already having an impact. Well, just the start to the second half Amy Merrick's would have desired. Forest are going to have to do it all over again. They were trying to hold this up for Nottingham Forest here. Brown trying to play it to Rose, but she's won the throw. And Maywere laying it off here. Rowe, now Maywere again. Trying to find room for the strike. And it's drift harmlessly wide. Well, one of several Swedes who have made the move to English football recently, Vilma Leidhammer. One of the higher profile ones. The price tag was put on her head has not been anything of a burden, it would seem. Putting pressure on the Mustaki now. Downfield from Batty. Holmquist. Deanne Rose making the run. And she'll get onto this. Holloway couldn't get it away. She's got back goal side as Holloway and done well to recover the situation. She was fouled as well. Well, here's the moment that has put Birmingham City back in front. We need to credit the work of Patricky Sarri. Plenty of goals this season, but she's provided plenty of assists as well, including that. An inch-perfect cross. Here's Harris. Crossway infield to Leidhammer. Holding. Well, there won't be a change of approach from Nottingham Forest. They will try and play their possession game. Birmingham City trying to put the squeeze on and disrupt things. Plenty of encouragement from Amy Merricks there, who's got a big old squad to manage as well now, given all the signings that have been made in this winter window. A few have gone out on loan. So we'll try and thin the numbers somewhat. Plenty of strength in depth for the Birmingham City boss to work with between now and May. Here's Mustaki. Looking long for a Maywere's run. That will just about get to French. Well, she can hold the ball well, Hannah Mayweather, but also a threat in behind, as evidence there, as Ebba Head is penalised. There's a card that's come out as well. Ebba Head, who missed the reverse fixture. It's about the only game she's missed. It was a night when Nottingham Forest felt they didn't show their best. They've certainly shown better today. Hawker just laying this back. Here's Rowe. Rose making the run outside. Deanne Rose back for Rowe. Return to the byline. Just about kept alive, but only into the path of McKenna. Niegawa going down, and the free kick is given. Well, the game back in a situation where Birmingham City don't need to hurry over things. Try and take the game at their own pace as much as possible, as Amy Merricks ponders how to manage the situation. Rowe. Amewa, another chance to strike. McKenna with the block. Amewa again. It's proving difficult to stop. It took two that time. Head. Well, Harris will pick up the misplaced pass. Niegawa on the turn. Cornet. Well, that's a wonderful ball. Head just about getting there ahead of Crossway. Crossway back in possession and tripped by Boyhlauka. Just a word this time from the referee is Chantal Boyhlauka, who's back onto defensive duty. Player who had quite a 2025, promoted with London City Lionesses and one of the Ghana squad that finished third at the WAFCON. Cook's delivery. Boyhlauka with the clearance. Back towards the Forest box it comes. Holmquist losing out, and here's Crossway looking for the early pass. Niegawa picking up the loose ball. Crossway. Corner. Under pressure from Holmquist. A good challenge coming in. Feeding Boyhlauka. He's looking to get it forward to Amewa quickly. Strong challenge coming in from Harris. Well, Birmingham City will argue that Harris got the ball there. The force of the challenge was significant as well. The free kick has gone in Birmingham City's favour. Well, Joy Amewa is fine to continue. Rowe. To advance quickly here, Keris Brown. And we're going to have a change here for the home side. And it's Vilma Leidhammer who is going to be withdrawn, approaching the hour mark of a very impressive home debut for the record signing. A goal on her first start. A goal that has put Birmingham back in front. And now it's another of the new faces in Sinead Hopcroft who is going to replace her. He was brought in from Crystal Palace a few weeks ago. Scored in that 3-0 win for Crystal Palace against Birmingham just before Christmas. A terrific goal. Now looking to do the same for Birmingham City. Rowe. Amewa. Almost feeding Almquist. Sarri can turn here for Birmingham City and look long. Lindström's made the run. Support coming from Crossway. It's excellent defending at the back, and Chloe Mustaki getting the better of Lindström there. Well, that was off the head of Harris. It'll be a Forest ball. Amewa. Forest thinking quickly. Almquist conceding the free kick. McKenna. Searching ball. It's going to stay in play here. And plenty advancing in blue. Waiting for the ball into the middle, which has been deflected and almost caught Batty out. Still in play with Crossway. Harris. Her turn to cross. Batty getting a fist on that. Away by Rose. And now Amewa looking for options, and it's going to be chased down here. Miyagawa losing her footing. Almquist now. Amewa square. Almquist getting it back. Boyhalorka out to the left-hand side, making a move towards the penalty area now. Forest deciding to reset with the ball. Mustaki. And Harris right underneath that. It was a nervy moment for Emily Batty just a few moments ago. Testing ball in, which was deflected, and well, that could have landed anywhere. Fortunately for Nottingham Forest, it didn't fall in danger to a blue shirt. Crossway, she kept that in play. Yes, say the officials. Crossway goes on. And Georgia Brome is able to pick that up. Rowe on the turn. Away from Sarri. And Rose scampering forward on the outside here. Up against Holloway. Rose looking to move towards the box, but her progress impeded. And we're going to have a stoppage here. It appeared to be Crossway who went down. And she's going to require some treatment here. So changes while these are going to be made. Joy Amewa is coming off. A goal on debut. And coming on for her, the goal scorer last weekend, Charlie Wellings. And Libby Smith is also being introduced. And Tuve Onquist making way. Well, Libby Smith, who came in from Jacksonville during the window here. Debut off the bench against Sheffield United last week. Formerly of Birmingham City, over 50 appearances for the club over 4 years. And a WSL 2 title winner with Leicester as well. Knows what it is to succeed at this level. Meanwhile, Lily Crosswade is still needing attention. We'll wait to see whether this requires a Birmingham City change. It was an unconventional looping header from Charlie Wellings last weekend that got the 3 points against Sheffield United. Admitted afterwards she didn't know an awful lot about it. By the time it had drifted into the net, she was facing the wrong way. But experience with Birmingham City too. She scored in the 2017 FA Cup final for Birmingham City, a match that they lost to Manchester City. Well, as Amy Merricks decides what to do and whether Lily Crosswade is able to continue. Let's just show you again the goal that has divided these sides once more. Sarri's cross, met by Laidhammer. And that was just a couple of minutes into the second half after Forest had equalised on the stroke of half-time. We're waiting to see what the decision will be on Lily Crosswade, whether she's happy to continue. She's been a vital player in the last few weeks. 3 goals and 3 assists in her last 6 appearances for Crosswade. A regular fixture in the starting 11, having joined from Durham last summer. McKenna downfield for Birmingham. This is heads, and Crosswade is back on the pitch and immediately getting involved. Hopcroft. Harris. Miyagawa trying to turn this round the corner. Crosswade with head trying to scamper back. Sarri trying to find room for the shot. And disrupted by Brown. Sarri in turn trying to get back and challenge. Concedes the throw. Well, apologies if you heard any fruity language. What a wonderful turn that is. And here come Birmingham. Well, the intended path of the ball was for Crosswade, but Forest have dealt with that. Boyhlorka. Well, midway through this second half. Forest, where they've been for much of the game, a goal down, but certainly not out of the game. Smith just putting it back here. We can hear Carly Davis there urging the back line forward for Forest. But it's Lindström who's got in behind here from the mistake, and it's Lindström! And it's a fine stop from Batty. Bravely at the feet of the Finn to make sure the scoreline did not add a Birmingham third. Well, it seemed a hopeful ball forward. Mustaki missed it. And Lindström with the opportunity on her home debut. But Batty saw to it that she couldn't convert the chance. Instead, it's going to be Sarri to swing something in here. Again, it looks like it's going to be another deep corner from Sarri, given where everyone's lined up. And Batty getting a touch on that, did she? Will be another corner. Well, busy couple of moments for the Forest keeper. Just had to make sure. Shannon Cook loitering on the line here, trying to disrupt the Forest goalkeeper. Lindström's delivery in. And Batty couldn't quite get there this time, but it was headed clear nonetheless. And that is off Charlie Wellings. Another Birmingham ball. Well, that 6-yard box could not be more congested. Sarri's ball in and punched away by Batty and off the line by Boyklorka. Still not dealt with this danger. Row away this time for Forest. Well, not for the first time this afternoon. A goal line clearance has denied Birmingham City. Forest just about remaining in touch. Well, once again, Batty's goal has survived. Let's take another look at how. The punch away was fired back. Chelsea cornered with the hit. An excellent defensive work from Forest to scramble it clear. Both of these sides have finished games in WSL 2 strong. Birmingham looking to do so here. Miyagawa. And the strike coming in is there. This time Batty is beaten. And it's Lotta Lindström, who moments ago drew a brilliant save from Batty. But this time, her effort was too much. Birmingham City have a 2-goal cushion. And now they can smell the 3 points. Lotta Lindström's first goal in WSL 2. It was the challenge of Wellings that put it into her path. And a devastating finish from Lindström. Already her third Birmingham City goal, the London City Lionesses loanee. Leanne Kiernan is coming on for Forest here. for the final 20 minutes or so. Deanne Rose has come off. The hill that Nottingham Forest had to climb has become a little more mountainous. Wellings. Rowe. First touch for the Liverpool loanee Kiernan. Looking to drive forward with plenty of purpose here. Blasting that into Cook. Rowe will keep it in play. And send it high into the box. And Boy Hawker's header. Franch behind it. Well, that Boy Hawker header, just a reminder that Nottingham Forest have not gone away. Hopcroft. Here's Cook. Crossway. Shaking off that injury and is weaving away in field. And Lindström's in again! And she scored again! The flag stayed down. Lindström didn't even check over her shoulder. All she cared about was finding the back of the net. And twice in a few minutes, Birmingham City have struck through Lotta Lindström and taken the game away from Nottingham Forest. All about the work of Crossway here. Away from head, and then slipping it into the path of Lindström, who put it between the legs of Batty. Well, 2 goals this afternoon now for her. A reflection of her work in the 75 minutes or so we play. Kiernan looking to make an impression. She comes forward for Forest. Libby Smith just putting it back out wide. A chance for the cross, which is deflected behind. Well, more than half of the goals that Nottingham Forest have scored this season have come in the final 15 minutes, but it seems quite an ask to find 3 of them. And plenty for the referee to keep her eye on here. As the cross comes in, Franch flapping at it. But Hopcroft can come away with it for Birmingham City here. Well work by Boy Hawker to disrupt. And Forest back in possession. Kiernan. Rowe. Kiernan making the run. And finding the cross as well. Hooked clear by Cook. Niagawa. Now Crossway. Another battle with head, using her pace brilliantly. Ball into the middle. And is intercepted by Bro. Wellings. Lost out to McKenna. Hopcroft. Lindström with another run in behind. And a hat-trick. Birmingham make it 5. And Lotte Lindström with a hat-trick that's taken 6 minutes to accumulate. It's a wonderfully precise ball to find her. And Lindström finding another finish, another moment of quality. And with the game pretty much dead now, Birmingham City making the opportunity to make some changes as well. Vitruki Sari is coming off and Ocean Urtra is coming on. And we're also going to see Lee Gyung-min taking the place of Chelsea Cornet. The Korean international back fit again. Her 7th season in English football. She's been able to make just 3 appearances so far. What brilliant experience to be able to bring on. As Chelsea Cornet, the Scottish international, departs. And these will be good minutes for Lee Gyung-min in her recovery. Well, 10 to go. Birmingham City heading back to 2nd in the table. And doing so in some style. There's going to be another change for Birmingham City here as we get a glance at Ocean Urtra, who's come on for Sari a few moments ago. And it's Bacheba Louis who is going to be introduced. We're just waiting to find out for who. Well, a hat-trick on your home debut. And Lotte Lindström is able to take the acclaim of the home fans as well. Well deserved. A hug and a handshake from the manager as well. Bacheba Louis, who scored in the reverse fixture, is taking Lindström's place as Lindström takes her place on the bench. What an afternoon she's had on her home debut. Harris. Nyagawa looking cross field. Urtra using her strength brilliantly. From just across the head of Louis. And has won the free kick as well. It's just a sign of the strength in depth that Birmingham City have. They brought on Haiti's all-time top goal scorer, and a player they picked up from Paris Saint-Germain last summer. Harris. Lovely turn from Crossway, away from 2 challenges, and out wide for Lee. Plenty of blue shirts arriving in the box. Well, Hopcroft was the one who met it. And she can afford a smile. But the chance has gone wide. Hardly matters in the context of the game. Sweetening the game further for Birmingham City today. The 3 points will see them also gain on Charlton at the top. They've been held at Sheffield United this afternoon. Chebeloui trying to make room for herself. Eventually crowded out. Crossway. Crossway with the challenge here as it comes to Harris. Hopcroft. Out wide for Ertra. Ertra trying to get beyond Brown. He stood up to the challenge well. Mullings has won the free kick here for Forest. Well, Birmingham City have been ruthless in their finishing this afternoon. In some ways, this scoreline feels a little harsh on Nottingham Forest. They have been much more a part of this contest than a 5-1 scoreline would suggest. Here's Brome. And out of play from Charlie Wellings. Olding. Sliding challenge coming in from Louis. Cook. Everhead. Lorca. The ground seeming to open up in front of her. Smith. Wide for Kiernan. I'm still hunting for a consolation, but that ball won't work out. Holloway's clearance. Brome tidying up. Hopcroft getting it back here from Miyagawa. Now Shannon Cook. Crossway. A rare moment where she's not been able to find a teammate, Crossway. Lee. That's a nice ball for Hopcroft. Beyond the line here. The ball out wide for Ertra was not on target. Well, she's had a busy afternoon as Lily Crossway. As you can see, covering plenty of ground, setting up the second of Lotte Lindström's 3 goals as well. An afternoon of fine Birmingham performances. She's certainly up there. Lorca going from range. That's a slightly awkward one for French to collect, but she does so. Hopcroft trying to snap at the challenge there. Olding coming away with it for Birmingham, and now Kiernan. Olding once more. It's given away to Urtra. Louis, time to turn. Crosswaite still with the energy to make the run. And Crosswaite's in here. Can she find the finish? Eventually ran out of room. Well, they are still hungry for more, Birmingham City. The league's top scorers, they average 3 goals a game here. And this will be a 9th win of the season for Amy Merrick's side. 7 of them will have been by 3 or more goals. When they click, Birmingham City click. Lee's effort. Urtra offering wide. Ocean Urtra. And through the 6-yard box it goes. You get the feeling Nottingham Forest will just be glad to see the final whistle. Birmingham City have been relentless. Boyd-Lorca. Cook's header. Harris for Lee. Mustaki making sure it didn't get to Chibalui. Harris with the block. Well, the only question now, how long will Joanne Horwood decide to add on? We're about to get our answer. 6 additional minutes. Birmingham City on the hunt for a 6th goal. Louis having her shirt pulled, and Georgia Brome is going to go in the book. Well, the frustrations of the afternoon, starting with that own goal from Georgia Brome. Nothing that she could really do about it. An unfortunate moment, but it set Birmingham City on their way. But they have raced clear in the final stages of this game. Looking to add further gloss now. Hopcroft to strike. And that's well over the top. Well, she can hit them from there. Crosswaite crowded out. It's going to be a Forest ball. Well, things won't get much easier for Forest next up in WSL 2, meeting with Charlton on home soil at the City Ground. As for Birmingham, they're at Durham next. Picking up a useful victory over Portsmouth today, very late on. The table will certainly make improved reading for Birmingham City this evening. Rowe. Urtra battling back. Olding. One of the big challenges for Amy Merricks will be to manage the sizable squad she has, keeping everyone happy. Probably easier when you're winning. As Shannon Cook tries to clear here. Row on for Kiernan. Harris Brown back for Kiernan, whose cross is met by Harris. Boyd-Lorca. And a firm strike coming in from Libby Smith. But French well behind it. Well, if you back anyone to keep a big squad happy, it might be Amy Merricks. When she was doing her pro licence, she studied the understudies at Les Miserables to work out how to maximise squad harmony. Birmingham City certainly look to be singing the same song at the moment. That's lovely work. Harris just taking it a little bit too far ahead of herself, but again, that combination with Crossway in evidence. 2 minutes of the 6 added remaining. Cook on the cover here. Cook spotting perhaps an opportunity for Urtra, who's taken that down beautifully. Oh, what an effort! Crashing off the underside of the bar and out. Well, that would have been a spectacular way to cap it all off. Ursian Urtra, so unfortunate. And at the other end, here's Kiernan. French off her line quickly. So very nearly 6 of the best from Birmingham City. Boyd-Lorca. Kiernan. Now Rowe. Battling with Rowe here, Harris coming to help out. And Forest carve out one more opportunity to bring something back on the scoreline. Cook's clearance. Urtra losing out here to Brome. Holding. Well, French won't have a clean sheet, but she's had a little bit of work to do in this second half. But ultimately, Birmingham City racing away with it. 4 goals in the second half for Amy Merrick's side, 3 of them coming from their hat-trick hero, Lotte Lindström, in a 6-minute spell that ended the game as a contest. They are heading back into second place and heading closer to the summit as well. Georgia Brome's own goal midway through the first half after Vitriki Sari had crossed in the opener. And Lotte Lindström, after Filma Leidhammer, had made it 2-1. Getting a hat-trick this afternoon on her home debut. 5 goals already in 3 appearances for the London City Lionesses loanee. She earned her move to England as the top scorer in Finland. If she carries on at this rate, she might be the top scorer in WSL too. And as Birmingham City fans get to go home happy, their side in the second half getting the job done emphatically, while Nottingham Forest were unable to stay with the side who have invested so significantly in this window and have brought in some real quality. Amy Merricks will be very satisfied by her side's work. Well, Carly Davis will be left to reflect on an afternoon where her side battle hard, but ultimately did not have enough to stay with a Birmingham side that raced clear in the final stages of the game. Plenty of strong performances, but the match ball will belong to Lotte Lindström. It finishes at St Andrews. Birmingham City 5, Nottingham Forest 1.